Hi everyone, today we'll be talking about creating meaning with type. And before we go into the topic, I'll explain a brief short history about um, the change of type in the history. So as you can see, there's the timeline on the bottom. It goes from left to right. So it starts with this black letter, um, looks like more like a handwritten style, and it eventually grows and changes into uh, more mechanical style, which is more sans serif font. And they start with this handwritten type. You can see, if you look at the B, you can see all these details, handwritten kind of small details, and even these C and K, all the small letters has these round serifs, and it eventually goes to serif fonts, change to serif fonts, but still you can see these little curves like handwritten style, and it goes on and it goes to a serif font, which you can see that um, the bottom of the serif is really flat, but still has these serifs. And this one is actually Georgia font, a really famous font, and it next goes to the Egyptian kind of font, which is slab serif. It's a little if you look at the L, it's a little different, and it, it changes to sans serif, where you can see that there's no more serifs on it on the bottom of the letters. And the last one is geometric sans, which is, if you can see, the G, the E, the O, it's really circle, it's really round, and it eventually grows into that. So if you put this into a chart with where you can compare with old and contemporary or personal mechanical, it has grown from an old type to a contemporary type, or a personal type or mechanical type. So if you have a sans serif or a serif font on your web page, you can have an old personal type web page. And if you have a sans serif font or a mechanical kind of font on your web page, you can have a contemporary or mechanical type of font type in your web page. But actually, you can change these values by changing them to upper cases, lower cases, or um, putting space between the text, the letters, and putting into italic. So you can see that I've compared these three fonts called Impact, Tribute, and Georgia, and I have did several different patterns. And on the left, you can see as high you go, it's loud, and the lower you go, it's quiet. So you can see that Georgia has a really um, great amount of values where it's not that really high and really quiet, by putting them to lower cases, and using upper cases you can go a little high but not too loud. On the other hand, if you see Impact, you can only see that they're almost all loud, even though if you use lower cases and has a little space between them, you can see that it's even louder than Georgia font. And if you compare the Tribute, it's kind of in the between. You can have a um, loud kind of an effect, and also quiet type, by using lower cases, making spaces between, and that's how you can change the loudness and the quietness of the text in your web page. And that's all for today. Thank you.